Today we're diving into a story that blurs the lines between reality and the paranormal, an event that has captured the imaginations of people around the world for decades. Step into a realm where faces materialize on concrete floors, and skeptics and believers debate over the mystery surrounding the Bélmez Faces. In 1971, a town tucked away in the southern hills of Spain was thrust into the spotlight. It began when a woman named Maria Gómez Camara noticed a human face had spontaneously formed on her kitchen floor. It wasn't a fleeting smudge, it was a vivid, lifelike image. It grabbed the attention of the entire community. Over time, they found some faces would vanish, leaving behind only a faint impression, while others stubbornly remained. The images weren't just limited to one style either. They varied in age, gender, and even expression. Some faces seemed calm, while others appeared distressed. Most of the faces that appeared in the Bélmez house were of adults, and they often had expressions of pain or suffering. Some were crying, while others were screaming. The faces were often said to be of former residents in the house. Maria's husband Juan got so frustrated that he actually destroyed part of the floor with an axe. But after he did that, even more faces appeared on the floor. With all of the attention, the house received a special nickname, the House of the Faces, and by 1972, a flood of tourists were making their way to the house to catch a glimpse. The family asserted that new faces kept emerging. As the phenomenon of the Bélmez Faces continued to captivate both the local community and the wider world, experts from various fields were drawn to Bélmez to unlock its secrets. They embarked on rigorous investigations, employing scientific methods to decipher the truth behind the mysterious faces. The first expert investigation into the Bélmez Faces was conducted in 1972 by a team of scientists from the University of Granada. However, they were unable to explain how the faces had been formed. In 1974, a team of experts from the University of Madrid conducted further investigation on the floor. They found that the faces contained traces of aluminum, which is not naturally found in limestone. This led some experts to believe that the faces had been created using a type of mold. In 1979, a team of scientists from the University of Barcelona conducted a study of the faces using electron microscopy. They found that the faces were made up of tiny crystals of calcium carbonate. However, they were unable to determine how the crystals had been formed. In addition to these scientific investigations, the Bélmez Faces have also been investigated by paranormal researchers. These investigators have conducted a variety of tests, including seances and spirit photography. However, they have not been able to provide any definitive evidence to support the claim that the faces are paranormal in origin. There are many theories about the origin of the faces. The first is that it is paranormal phenomena. This is the most popular hypothesis among believers. There have been many reports of paranormal activity in the house, such as objects moving on their own, voices, and footsteps. However, there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of ghosts or poltergeists. The next theory is that it's all a hoax. This hypothesis is also popular as there have been many cases of people faking paranormal phenomena. The homeowners have been accused of creating the faces themselves, either by painting them on the floor or by using a type of mold. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this claim either. Another theory is that the faces are geological phenomena. This hypothesis is less popular, but it is still possible that the faces were formed by a geological process. The house is located in an area with a lot of limestone, and there's a chance that the faces were formed by the evaporation of water that contained dissolved materials. However, this hypothesis does not explain why the faces only appeared in the kitchen. Our final theory is a psychosomatic phenomenon. This hypothesis is also less popular, but it is possible that the faces were caused by the psychological stress of the homeowners. The homeowners lived in a house that was said to be haunted, and they may have been under a lot of stress. This stress may have caused them to see the faces. The last time a new face appeared in the house was in 2004, shortly after the death of Maria Gómez Camara. The house is now abandoned, and it is not clear if the faces will ever appear again. There have been some reports of paranormal activity in the house since it was abandoned. Some people have reported seeing orbs of light, hearing voices, and feeling cold spots. There have also been reports of objects moving on their own. The credibility of these reports are unknown, but they have kept the mystery of the Bélmez Faces alive. Thank you for watching my video on the Bélmez house. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe below.